Hi! This is Real Honesty with John Ritland. I'm John Ritland. That's Kyle. That's Cassie back there with one of the producers, yelling at him for some reason.
He bit me.
Proving his life matters. And this is Raw Cincinnati. I'm going to hell for that joke. Raw Cincinnati. First off, Cincinnati, you were passionate, but why did you chant stupid stuff during a cruiserweight match? I will get to that later. So we immediately start off with Reigns getting a TV, or not a TV entrance. He's just in the ring. It's like, okay, random TV match. Okay, random U.S. title rematch. Proving that WWE Clash didn't mean anything right out the bat. Whatever. Anyway, so, hey, Cassie, by the way, you want to shut the Supernova off over there? So, Reigns versus Rusev. It was fine.
Yes,
It was a well done. Well, I figured since it's your house, you're back there. It was a well done match. It was, but they go what 25 minutes and then double count out. So I'm like, okay, you have it where the title changes hands at the pay per view when it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And then you go with a rematch, and then you do a double count out, and then you do this long, pointless thing at the end. Where, like, what is it, with a chair? Everyone's using a chair. It's pointless.
Ugh.
And now I guarantee you we're getting a Hell in a Cell rematch.
Yeah.
And in Hell in a Cell. I don't know. I thought it was a fine match, but it just was unnecessary. What about you?
It felt like I was watching Sunday nights Clash of Champions again.
Unfortunately, it wasn't nearly as interesting. Even though Cincinnati was a little more lively during this match than whatever the hell. Was it Indianapolis?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't remember. It's Indianapolis. It's very depressing.
Champions.
Clash of Champions was a C+ pay-per-view. I've seen worse. Cesaro and Sheamus as a tag team. I called it. A lot of other people did. I'm not taking full credit for it, but I believe I said during the review.
Yeah.
I believe I said during the review that would happen. I think you guys agreed. So, okay, they're going to be an unlikely tag team. That always works out. The only one I can think of that's worked out is, Breeze and Fandango to a degree. They at least seem to be having fun. But Daniel Bryan and Kane, way back in 2012, 2013, they were having fun. They were an unlikely tag team because they were rivals. But Cesaro and Sheamus is like, seriously, Daniel Bryan tweeted out at one point, when is your Raw contract up? Just have Cesaro and Sheamus implode at the pay-per-view and have Cesaro brought over to SmackDown. Please, give the man something to do.
Yeah.
New Day versus Gallows and Anderson. So once again, this is Raw, not the Clash. Yeah, exactly. It was the same as the Clash match. It was good. Don't get me wrong. They work well together. But Big E needs to stop doing that dive.
Oh, yeah.
Kofi was bleeding buckets. It was bad. It's like, now granted, they toweled it off pretty quick, but still, he took a shot on the ring post. First time I seen Kofi bleed, I think on TV in years, if not ever.
They're really trying to get that blood down.
They really are. They really are. And but it means more when it's not seen as often. But here's my question: where do they go from here with Gallows and Anderson? I said that at the pay-per-view. Further down,
apparently. They've already challenged the champions a couple times, so now they just start their downhill slope.
Really, it's like, can they get much worse? And it's sad. It's just really sad. Because Gallows and Anderson, especially Gallows, big monster. Anderson's very agile. They should be used better than this. I'm not saying they should be tag team champions, but if you're not going to give them the tag titles, don't keep giving them match after match after match, because then they look like losers.
Yep.
Put them in an undercard feud with a team. I don't know what team you can put them with on Raw. Have them feud with them in a Hell in a Cell. Beat them, even if it's on the kickoff, and then start to build them back up a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe have Gallows and Anderson win at right after TLC, right after New Day breaks the record. Something.
Yeah,
that's in December. But I thought the match was unnecessary also. What about you?
There was no point.
No point. None.
None at all. It was too long for what it shouldn't have been a match at all anyway.
Yeah, it's just, it wasn't that the guys didn't work well together. They did. Kofi and Big E worked together fine. Gallows and Anderson are a great team. They were great in Japan. This is crap. Anyway, Foley promo and backstage. Yeah, he's passionate, passionate energy towards Sheamus and Cesaro. I believe in you guys. I believe in this. The problem is it took Foley about 50 yards to cover a 10-yard promo. He kept stumbling over his words. And I'm worried about him. So
starting to believe there's a guy right beside the camera waving chalkboards at him.
there should be chalkboards. You
Yes,
know what?
a
They
chalkboard.
might actually be on a budget like that, or Foley might only be able to read chalk. Bailey versus Anna Fields, jobber. Boy, I mean, Bailey at least won this. I was worried
but
for a second.
It was an uphill battle.
That was
it
random.
should not have been.
Bailey, granted, I'm not saying Bailey should have won the title right off the bat.
No, that's a given.
But she's lost what? She's taken 3 pinfalls in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like 2 Raws and the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's getting a little out of hand.
I mean, my God.
And then she has to fight uphill for a jobber match.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like...
She is really talented, and it feels like they just tried to squash her for some reason.
Which is ridiculous. Now, granted, she's the underdog. She fights better from underneath, but you're not helping establish that right away.
Because while everyone who follows NXT knows about her, and some who don't, obviously,
Yeah.
a lot of your main audience doesn't.
Yeah, some watch NXT, they pop for her, because they've seen her before, but some don't. Now, she got
The
a huge...
majority don't,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
This is true. Now, she got a huge pop when she came out, as expected.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, squad, I didn't mind the jobber match, and it feels whatever. She got in a little more offense than I thought she should have.
Yeah.
But, whatever. If they signed her to a developmental contract, whatever, good for her. And whoever she is, hopefully, if not, maybe this gives her a chance. Maybe she didn't have a bad showing.
No, it was a good showing.
Yeah, she just...
No
I just
terrible botches.
No.
So, yes.
For somebody who probably hasn't wrestled in front of a crowd that big, I mean, I'm guessing, did a pretty good job. But Bailey should not be wrestling jobbers. Or get at least jobbers getting that much offense.
Yeah, it was too much offense against Bailey, who literally went from multiple title shot opportunities, not going to win, but from that to jobber matches where she has to really fight way harder than she should.
I mean, and the question is where does she go from here? Because you got Sasha and Charlotte next week. I'm guessing, and this is what I'll get to actually in a bit, I'm guessing we have a return there. But you have Stephanie to Foley. I hired you for your brains. Okay, Stephanie, I think the silicone in your tips has started to go to your brain. And yes, I said tips. Blue tip. That's a funny bird name. Anyway, ridiculous. Because look, Foley's got a great mind for the wrestling business. There's just not much of it left. And that's because he did terrible things to his body. I'm not making fun of it. But yeah, that was bad. Number 4 in the matches. So we got Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann versus Lince Dorado and Drew Gulak. I was really happy to see Drew Gulak sign him with Lince Dorado. Alexander and Swann we saw last week. It was a very, very good tag team match, very good cruiserweight tag match. Very fun, great spots, a lot of stiff kicks from Swann and various people. Cedric Alexander is a star for WWE for at least 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
They have a star here. Don't screw it up. I'm not saying he needs to win. Just don't screw it up. Give him at least 2 cruiserweight title reigns during that 5 years. You know, at least 3 months each. Make it matter, and there you go.
I mean,
I think it would be fine. It would.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. And the cruiserweights are now the best part of the Raw, and that's not. It's not a bad thing, but it's the new thing, which gives me the pause. Like,
are they going to keep going with this?
Or they're just gonna let it become a thing they do, like the Divas used to be.
Oh yay! Let's just put the cruiserweights out and let them do their thing, and have no storyline to it.
Exactly.
If they build something
right
with it,
now, there's no storyline, but that's fair.
But they have to introduce the people to the TV,
and they are building a small storyline, which
they are. Just because they're little wrestlers doesn't mean we need to go with a small storyline. But all right, I mean, I get what you're saying. No, you're right. But here's the one thing I want to point out. Let's go back to the first hour.
Sorry.
With the first, no, you're right. No, you were 100% right. You got to build with a small story and make it grow. But the 2 Clash rematches.
Ugh.
Boy, it happened right when the debate's going on. And I'm like, WWE just throwing in the towel immediately with like football and the Democratic debates, or the debate with the Democratic. I don't care. It's a debate between 2 people I don't care about. And 2 other people that I don't even know. So anyway, at A Freaky Dude, Adam came up with an idea. Have a pay-per-view is easy for me to say, dedicated to the cruiserweights. I don't know about a pay-per-view. Have a network special. Have a network special like it's a house show or something. Like you did with the Madison Square Garden thing in October last year or whatever. Have something like that. You know, a network thing. Or have it in Madison Square Garden where they have a 2-hour, thing for the cruiserweights.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, you have enough people. You could have a multi-man match, elimination match, have something like that. Maybe at the end to determine who's the cruiserweight. They become, the cruiserweight #1 contender at the end of the night. They have to fight through a whole bunch of matches. I mean, not a tournament per se, but say have, guys fight and then winners of that kind of advance to this battle royal, which kind of is tournament-like, but not really. Something like that. I mean, I'm just blue skying it here. But that could be fun. So, Adam, it was a great idea. Cesaro and Sheamus versus Jobbers. I don't care. I don't care about Cesaro and Sheamus one-upping each other. I do actually like Sheamus as a talent. He's very talented, despite his hair. And Cesaro wishes he had that hair. Actually, it's a good thing Cesaro doesn't have hair because he's balding like me. But I don't think this team's going to work. I just don't. It just seems like they're spinning their wheels on it. And
it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. Well, it's not even that it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't have a spark to me. And Foley at one point was like pissing or shitting on people that were complaining last night about the complaining about the end of the Cesaro Sheamus match. Foley, you once threw your damn remote through your TV when you weren't happy with the result of a match earlier this year. So that's what somebody tweeted to him. And sorry, I don't remember your Twitter handle, but credit to you. Credit to you, whoever you are. Sit down. So, Foley, you need to shut up on that because guess what? People have a right to be upset. Now, they shouldn't be saying that the match was pointless, this kind of stuff. It did kind of negate all the things the guys did, though. And now they're in a tag team. Like
10 matches that ends with a double count.
3 matches that got to the best of 7.
Yeah.
And then what you said, double count out, or they can't continue.
Really?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So, Kendrick and Perkins, that was good build. That was good promo. That was good stuff. Yeah. I look forward to their match. They're going to have a match next week on Raw. That's going to be fun. Charlotte and Black. Charlotte cannot cut a good... Charlotte cannot talk. I mean, Dana's actually sounding better on the mic than Charlotte is.
And that's not a good sign.
That is not. Because Dana really can't cut a promo. The problem is, Charlotte... I don't know if she's unsure of what she's saying or what.
I don't.
But it was just bad. Sasha got a big pop next week. Sasha versus Charlotte. And I guarantee you, Sasha's almost going to have it won. Cue Eva Marie's theme because she's coming to Raw. I guarantee you. I'm not saying it should happen. I'm not saying I want it to happen, but I guarantee you it's going to happen.
It makes sense.
I
assume she'd be drafted to Raw in the first place because
all red everything.
Yeah, it's like, oh look, they're doing the red and the blue.
Yeah, but
why'd they draft her there?
Red versus blue. That was a fun show.
It's still a fun show.
Are they still making it?
Oh yeah, they're on season 15 now. Well, no, they just wrapped season 14.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew Halo could provide endless stuff for it, but
oh man, they're doing some cool stuff now.
I gotta check that. I don't really care for Halo, honestly, but Red vs. Blue is pretty fun.
Oh, they have a whole line of shows now. I'm now apparently promoting Rooster Teeth. Okay.
Whatever. I mean, hey.
If you want to watch it.
What?
He has seasons 1 through 10 if you want to watch it.
Eventually.
Box sets.
Anyway. Nice. So, TJ Perkins versus Tony Nese. Shout out to @Jeremy8911 for pointing this out. Yes, I'm happy that Tony Nese got signed. I wanted Tony Nese signed from the 2 matches he had in the Cruiserweight Championship, or the Cruiserweight Classic or whatever. Yeah. Look it up. Look up the first couple reviews, especially the one where Tony Nese lost. I say he needed to be signed. I'm glad he got signed. Guy's built like a brick house, especially for his size. Guy can move like a cat. The guy's built and everything. It's great, and he did well. Laying on his feet after doing that damn dive, and I'm like,
fucking crazy.
I'm like, I said to you, I can't even imagine these moves, let alone picture myself doing them. But anyway, that was good stuff. Perkins also looked good. It was a very fine match. One thing I want to point out, Cincy, why did you do the CM Punk chants during this match?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you wanted to do it during Charlotte's promo, I could understand.
Yeah, it's like, there's nothing interesting going on.
Yeah, but I'm like, come on, Perkins and Nese.
This is easily the match of the night.
Yeah, they were tearing the house down. This and the tag match was...
Yeah, I mean...
But, God.
And the people just didn't care because they don't know them yet. And
that's true. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's like that could be part of it, but still, to me, it's disrespectful. And not everybody was chanting, so I'm not picking on all Cincinnati. But those that were chanting, I mean, you're not real fans. Maybe you're just upset because your Bengals keep failing, because you're all failures. You're all failures there in Cincinnati. Stop failing. Stop investing your time in Andy Dalton, the ginger who has no soul and a lot of interceptions. Good Lord. I mean, the Bengals do have as many rings as another team that, is further south, but I'm not going to point at that. So, Pedro Morales, I'm getting the evil eye over here. Pedro Morales, first ever Triple Crown champion as part of Hispanic Heritage Month. God, she's going to kill me. Pedro Morales, first ever Triple Crown champion, as I said, tag team, IC, and WWF champion, actually, because it was back in the Triple WF thing when Vince McMahon Sr. owned it. Pedro Morales, very good talent. What a little I've seen of him. Very deserving of the Hall of Fame. Got in the 1995 class. Really cool for Hispanic Heritage Month. Apparently, I'm doing Richard Belzer's character from SVU, Detective Munch. It's like he was carpet munching. Anyway, So highlight reel, Jericho and Owens. It was entertaining at first. It was because they play off each other really fine.
Yeah.
Why are Ashton Kutcher and Danny? What the hell's his name? Danny Masterson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who apparently he needs to just go back and hide somewhere. So next week, this is pathetic. That was a horrible trick. God, that was a horrible joke. Ugh. Ow. Anyway, so next week, why do we insist on, I don't care if they're in LA. Why do we insist on having celebrities? To be fair, the whole thing with P. Diddy wasn't that bad. It was.
At least they didn't get Sam Elliott as well.
I would have liked Sam Elliott on Raw. I would have liked that.
They might.
Yeah, they would.
He's part of the show.
They'll need a wide screen for his eyebrows, but and his mustache. Actually, his mustache, they're gonna need like a whole nother camera.
Okay.
They. Porque. Oh, I love Mexicans. I'll do it. Anyway, Owens listing people. The Rollins injured. That was good. That was good stuff. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed that. The Ashton Kutcher thing is horrible though. God, it's horrible. God, it's horrible. It could be painless.
Kutcher, not Kutcher.
Kutcher. He puts it in Mila Kunis's Kutcher. Okay. Anyway, that's how they have a kid. Enzo and Cass, huge pop. My God, why did Cass have an old boxer mic? What the hell was that about? Is that confirming Mr. Kennedy returning where the mic drops from the ceiling? My God. I'm gonna come out and sit on your lap. Why did Jericho say that?
I don't know.
Oh my God. I mean, it was self-deprecating. He's making fun of himself. But it's like, man, that was fun banter. That was fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
but oh man. So one thing I want to also point out, man, there were so many commercials in this episode.
What happened? I guess they need to make their money.
I mean, it's true. 35% commercials, and then Total Bellas. Why? Why is this happening? I mean,
it happened.
They have already filmed it. That's true. I mean, look, there are Bella fans here. Shout out to y'all. WWE Vontae, WWE fan 1991. Ashley, you're awesome.
Cena wants to show off his hefty
We
house.
can't see Cena. Makes no sense. Anyway, no, what you said makes sense, but we still can't see Cena. So, anyway, Total Bella's why pointless to me. Bella fans will enjoy it. Enzo and Cass versus Jericho and Owens. It was decent for what it was. It was fine. It was a fine tag match. Yeah. Why did Raw go into overtime? Why?
There was at least one thing you could have cut out of your show.
I mean, why? Why was this happening? It was pretty pathetic. I mean, good Lord. Like, you could have cut out at least one of the talking segments.
Easily.
I mean, at least one of the backstage talking segments. We didn't need that.
I got it. Cut Charlotte's talking down.
I'm really glad you finished that, because I was like, well, she hasn't had the reassignment surgery yet. They haven't cut that yet. I am so going to hell for my jokes. It was fine, though, but it's like, I think maybe it's because Foley stumbled over his lines so many times. Maybe that's why they ran long. I should not rip on Foley. He's given so much of the business, but I'm worried that he can't do well on TV because his brain just won't allow him to function.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I literally can't even.
He seems
cannot
to have issues, like, just going with stuff.
He does. I mean, not to be fair, he's also 51. Maybe dementia saying, I'm not wishing it. I'm just saying, it's possible. So hopefully Foley can maybe they can shorten his promos and maybe he cannot speak so much.
Maybe he gets an assistant who speaks for him.
Yes, Foley, sir. I'll speak for you.
Something. I
mean,
don't
that's
know.
actually a pretty good idea, actually. Mine was just full-blown racist, but anyway, so it was fine. Enzo and Cass didn't look weak in defeat. This is Barrett facing the Shining Stars. And we get what? We're getting, like, some of the matches will be fun. Where was Sami Zayn? Where was Sami Zayn?
Yeah, where was he?
I just realized, I was like, wait a second. We couldn't have had Zayn at least face Primo and Epico. One of Primo and Epico.
He went to
Something.
the insane asylum.
No. You should be
maybe
ashamed of
his
that
match
joke.
was cut to make time.
That's true. Too much time on my
Shut up,
hands.
I thought that was good.
Oh God.
Like I wasn't smiling while I said you should be ashamed
He
of
could
that
have
joke.
cut
the
the
insane
first-
asylum.
So-
You could have cut a 15 minutes off that first match of the night easily.
At least 5, because then just go to the beatdown. So yes. Okay, I'm just gonna say about Raw. The cruiserweight matches are really good.
They're the shining
Oh,
star
God.
of the.
Of the
Raw.
Caribbean.
No,
the Raw Caribbean. I had a Raw Caribbean girl once. She screamed a lot. Anyway, C. I'm giving
Because you drugged her too much.
C. No, she wouldn't have screamed if I had. C-, and I'm giving it because of the giving the C- because of the cruiserweight action. Because otherwise, you had the 2 Clash rematches, which are pointless.
Yep, that's a 0.
Like that's pretty much a 0. Enzo and Cass and Jericho and Owens was fine.
Yeah, that was a good match.
But yeah, Bailey facing the jobber. It just felt flat. C-, the cruiserweight matches are pretty much the only highlight. Everything else, it was a wash. It was just a wash. So anyway, I mean, if you get a chance, if Hulu has it and they have both cruiserweight matches, watch those. Watch the highlight reel and Enzo and Cass, and that's it. Anyway, do you agree? Do you disagree with what I said, with what he said? If you do, I won't cut you.
What'd you say?
Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter at the link in the descriptions. It's been Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I'm John Ritlin.
I'm Kyle.
That's Cassie over there, and I almost poked her in the
Stick
eye.
your finger in my nose.
Right up your nose. See ya, folks.